deprived. Verb, to take something away from someone, and keep it away. To deny someone something. Adjective, subject to deprivation. Poor. Maple. Noun, a tree of the Acer genus, characterized by its usually palmate leaves and winged seeds. Bring down. Verb, to make a ruler lose their position of power. Schema. Noun, an outline or image universally applicable to a general conception, under which it is likely to be presented to the mind. For example, a body schema. Sorry. Noun, the act of saying sorry. An apology. Adjective, of a person, regretful for an action, grieved or saddened, especially by the loss of something or someone. Interjection, expresses regret, remorse, or sorrow. Careful. Adjective, taking care, attentive to potential danger, error or harm, cautious. Lazy. Noun, a lazy person. Verb, to laze, act in a lazy manner. Adjective, unwilling to do work or make an effort, disinclined to exertion. Heart. Noun, a muscular organ that pumps blood through the body, traditionally thought to be the seat of emotion. Verb, to be fond of, often bracketed or abbreviated with a heart symbol. Stance. Noun, the act of standing. Verb, heading, to position or be positioned physically. Sell. Noun, an act of selling. Verb, detransitive, to transfer goods or provide services in exchange for money. Helping. Verb, to provide assistance to someone or something. Noun, a portion or serving, especially of food that one takes for oneself, or to which one helps oneself. Primitive. Noun, an original or primary word, a word not derived from another, as opposed to derivative. Adjective, of or pertaining to the beginning or origin, or to early times. Original, primordial, primeval, first. Approached. Verb, to come or go near, in place or time, to draw nigh, to advance nearer. Explain. Verb, to make plain, manifest, or intelligible, to clear of obscurity, to illustrate the meaning of. Finalize. Verb, to make final or firm, to finish or complete. Discussed. Verb, to converse or debate concerning a particular topic. Greatest. Adjective, relatively large in scale, size, extent, number, i.e. having many parts or members. Or duration, i.e. relatively long, very big. Mention. Noun, a speaking or notice of anything, usually in a brief or cursory manner, used especially in the phrase make mention of. Verb, to make a short reference to something. Planned. Verb, to design a building, machine, etc. Adjective, existing or designed according to a plan. Chirping. Verb, to make a short, sharp, cheerful note, as of small birds or crickets. Noun, gerund of chirp, an instance of chirping. Spicy. Adjective, of, pertaining to, or containing spice. Dock. Noun, any of the genus Rumex of coarse weedy plants with small green flowers related to buckwheat. Especially common dock, and used as potherbs and in folk medicine, especially in curing nettle rash. Conclusion. Noun, the end, finish, close or last part of something. Commit. Noun, the act of committing, e.g. a database transaction or source code into a source control repository, making it a permanent change. Verb, to give in trust, to put into charge or keeping, to entrust, to consign, used with to or formerly unto. Invitation. Noun, the act of inviting. Solicitation, the requesting of a person's company. Diagram. Noun, a plan, drawing, sketch or outline to show how something works, or show the relationships between the parts of a whole. Verb, to represent or indicate something using a diagram. Respond. Noun, a response. Verb, to say something in return, to answer, to reply. Analyst. Noun, someone who analyzes. Resident. Noun, a person, animal or plant living at a certain location or in a certain area. Adjective. Dwelling, or having an abode, in a place for a continued length of time. Residing on one's own estate. Noun, the head spy in a residentura. Coast. Noun, the edge of the land where it meets an ocean, sea, gulf, bay, or large lake. Verb, to glide along without adding energy. To allow a vehicle to continue moving forward after disengaging the engine or ceasing to apply. Motive power. Busy. Noun, a police officer. Verb, to make somebody busy or active. To occupy. Adjective, crowded with business or activities. Having a great deal going on. Administration. Noun, the act of administering. Government of public affairs. The service rendered, or duties assumed, in conducting affairs. The conducting of any office or employment. Direction. Nut. Noun, a hard-shelled seed. Verb, mostly in the form, nutting. To gather nuts. Between. Noun, a kind of needle, shorter than a sharp, with a small rounded eye. Used for making fine stitches on heavy fabrics. Preposition. In the position or interval that separates two things, or intermediate in quantity or degree. See usage notes below. Statistician. Noun, a person who compiles, interprets, or studies statistics. Point out. Verb, to identify among a group of similar subjects, or in a scene where the subject might not be readily seen or noticed. With a gesture of the body. Late. Noun, a shift, scheduled work period, that takes place late in the day or at night. Adjective, near the end of a period of time. Adverb, after a deadline has passed. Past a designated time. Sort out. Verb, to clarify by reviewing mentally. Qualified. Adjective, meeting the standards, requirements, and training for a position. Verb, to describe or characterize something by listing its qualities. 60. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 59 and before 61. Represented in Roman numerals as LX and in Arabic numerals as 60. Fourth. Adverb, forward in time, place or degree. Preposition, forth from, out of. Glance. Noun, a brief or cursory look. Verb, to look briefly, at something. Passports. Noun, an official document normally used for international journeys, which proves the identity and nationality of the person for whom it was issued. Greatly. Adverb, to a great extent or degree. Experiencing. Verb, to observe certain events, undergo a certain feeling or process, or perform certain actions that may alter one or contribute to one's knowledge, opinions, or skills. Purposeful. Adjective, having purpose, intentional. Palm. Noun, any of various evergreen trees from the family Palmae or Ericaceae, which are mainly found in the tropics. Poor. Noun, with the, those who have little or no possessions or money. Taken as a group. Adjective, with no or few possessions or money, particularly in relation to contemporaries who do have them. Powers. Noun, ability to do or undergo something. Verb, to provide power for, a mechanical or electronic device. Inconsistent. Adjective, not consistent. Copies. Noun, the result of copying, an identical duplicate of an original. Verb, to produce an object identical to a given object. Coverage. Noun, an amount by which something or someone is covered. Roles. Noun, a character or part played by a performer or actor. Noun, an ancient unit of quantity. 72 sheets of parchment. Apartments. Noun, a complete domicile occupying only part of a building, especially one for rent, a flat. Headhunter. Noun, a savage who cuts off the heads of his enemies, and preserves them as trophies. Scaling. Verb, to change the size of something whilst maintaining proportion, especially to change a process in order to produce much larger amounts of the final product. Verb, to remove the scales of. Noun, the removing of the scales of fish. Injure. Verb, to wound or cause physical harm to a living creature. Major. Noun, a military rank between captain and lieutenant colonel. Hill. Noun, an elevated location smaller than a mountain. Verb, to form into a heap or mound. Forecast. Noun, an estimation of a future condition. Verb, to estimate how something will be in the future. Hyphen. Noun, the symbol, typically used to join two or more words to form a compound term, or to indicate that a word has been split at the end of a line. Verb, to separate or punctuate with a hyphen. To hyphenate. Conjunction, used to emphasize the coordinating function usually indicated by the punctuation. Quantity. Noun, a fundamental, generic term used when referring to the measurement, count, amount, of a scalar, vector, number of items or to some other way of denominating the value of a collection or group of items. Drove. Noun, a number of cattle driven to market or new pastures. Holding. Verb, to grasp or grip. Noun, something that one owns, especially stocks and bonds. Chapter. Noun, authorship, one of the main sections into which the text of a book is divided. Verb, to divide into chapters. Glitches. Noun, a problem affecting function. Verb, especially of machines. To experience an intermittent, unexpected, malfunction. Researching. Verb, to search or examine with continued care. To seek diligently. Noun, the act of carrying out research. Proving. Verb, to proofread. Verb, to demonstrate that something is true or viable. To give proof for. Cooks. Noun, a person who prepares food. Verb, to prepare. Food, for eating by heating it, often by combining it with other ingredients. Verb, to make the noise of the cuckoo. Verb, to throw. Console. Noun, a standalone cabinet designed to stand on the floor, especially one that houses home entertainment equipment, such as a TV or stereo system. Stepsister. Noun, the daughter of one's stepparent who is not the daughter of either of one's parents. Consultant. Noun, a person or party that is consulted. Manner. Noun, mode of action, way of performing or doing anything. Reluctant. Adjective, opposing, offering resistance to. Multiplexed. Verb, to interleave several activities. Remembered. Verb, to reconstitute or reassemble that which has been dismembered. Verb, to recall from one's memory. To have an image in one's memory. Appears. Verb, to come or be in sight, to be in view, to become visible. Knocked. Verb, to strike for admittance, to rap upon, as a door. Key. Noun, an object designed to open and close a lock. Verb, to fit a lock with a key. Adjective, indispensable, supremely important, best. Noun, the supreme effort one can make, or has made. Verb, to surpass in skill or achievement. Adjective, most, largest. Adjective, of people. Adverb, manner, accurately, competently, satisfactorily. Plantation. Noun, a large farm, estate or area of land designated for agricultural growth, often includes housing for the owner and workers. Sinking. Verb, heading, physical, to move or be moved into something. Noun, the process by which something sinks. Color. Noun, the spectral composition of visible light. Verb, to give something color. Adjective, conveying color, as opposed to shades of gray. Oil. Noun, liquid fat. Funds. Noun, a sum or source of money. Verb, to pay for. Put forward. Verb, to propose for consideration. Jailer. Noun, one who enforces confinement in a jail or prison. Charlotte. Noun, a dessert consisting of sponge cake filled with fruit and cream or custard. Heater. Noun, a device that produces and radiates heat, typically to raise the temperature of a room or building. Formats. Noun, the layout of a publication or document. Verb, to create or edit the layout of a document. Settings. Noun, the time, place and circumstance in which something, such as a story or picture, is set. Context. Scenario. Boiled. Verb, of liquids, to heat to the point where it begins to turn into a gas. Adjective, cooked in boiling water. Squid. Noun, any of several carnivorous marine cephalopod mollusks, of the order Teuthidae, having a mantle, 8 arms, and a pair of tentacles. Verb, to fish with the kind of hook called a squid. Dislike. Noun, an attitude or a feeling of distaste or aversion. Verb, to displease, to offend. In third person only. Enumerator. Noun, a person who, or a thing that enumerates, a counter or iterator. Pink. Noun, the common minnow, Phoxinus foxinus. Lung. Noun, a biological organ of vertebrates that controls breathing and oxygenates the blood. Gentleman. Noun, a man of gentle but not noble birth, particularly a man of means. Originally ownership of property, who does not work for a living but has no official status in a peerage. An armiferous man ranking below a knight. Screenshot. Noun, an image of computer or smartphone screen output at a given moment in time. Verb, to take a screenshot of something. Fail. Noun, poor quality, substandard workmanship. Verb, to be unsuccessful. Adjective, that is a failure. Decorate. Verb, to furnish with decorations. Sender. Noun, someone who sends. Funny. Noun, a joke. Adjective, amusing, humorous, comical. Adverb, in an unusual manner, strangely. Discussion. Noun, conversation or debate concerning a particular topic. Care. Noun, grief, sorrow. Crunching. Verb, to crush something, especially food, with a noisy crackling sound. Noun, a crunch noise. Factory. Noun, a trading establishment, especially set up by merchants working in a foreign country. Adjective, of a configuration, part, etc., having come from the factory in the state it is currently in. Original. Stock. Gymnast. Noun, one who performs gymnastics. Medical. Noun, a medical examination. Adjective, of or pertaining to the practice of medicine. Coastal. Adjective, relating to the coast, on or near the coast, as a coastal town, a coastal breeze. Envy. Noun, resentful desire of something possessed by another or others, but not limited to material possessions. Verb, to feel displeasure or hatred towards someone, for their good fortune or possessions. Rewrites. Noun, the act of writing again or anew. Verb, to write again, differently, to modify, a piece of writing or music, etc. Shock. Noun, a sudden, heavy impact. Verb, to cause to be emotionally shocked, to cause someone to feel surprised and upset. League. Noun, a group or association of cooperating members. Verb, to form an association, to unite in a league or confederacy, to combine for mutual support. Noun, a version of rugby football, played between two teams of 13. Gentleman. Noun, a man of gentle but not noble birth, particularly a man of means. Originally ownership of property, who does not work for a living but has no official status in a peerage. An armiferous man ranking below a knight. School. Noun. Collective. A group of fish or a group of marine mammals such as porpoises, dolphins, or whales. Verb. Of fish. To form into, or travel in a school. August. Adjective. Awe-inspiring, majestic, noble, venerable. Dean. Noun. A senior official in a college or university, who may be in charge of a division or faculty. For example, the dean of science, or have some other advisory or disciplinary function. For example, the dean of students. Verb. To serve as a dean. Printer. Noun. One who makes prints. Caused. Verb. To set off an event or action. Materials. Noun. Matter which may be shaped or manipulated, particularly in making something. Verb. To form from matter. To materialize. Duplicate. Noun. One that resembles or corresponds to another. An identical copy. Verb. To make a copy of. Adjective. Being the same as another. Identical. Boost. Noun. A push from behind, as to one who is endeavoring to climb. Verb. To lift or push from behind. One who is endeavoring to climb. To push up. Fall apart. Verb. To disintegrate, to break into pieces. Bake. Noun. The act of cooking food by baking. Verb. With person as subject. To cook something in an oven. Known. Verb. To perceive the truth or factuality of. To be certain of or that. Noun. Any fact or situation which is known or familiar. Adjective. Identified as a specific type. Famous. Renowned. Funny. Noun. A joke. Adjective. Amusing. Humorous. Comical. Adverb. In an unusual manner. Strangely. Get on. Verb. To board or mount something, especially a vehicle. Interjection. Expresses surprise or disbelief. Issue. Noun. The action or an instance of flowing or coming out. An outflow. Particularly. Verb. To flow out. To proceed from. To come out or from. Interrupt. Noun. An event that causes a computer or other device to temporarily cease what it was doing and attend to a condition. Verb. To disturb or halt. An ongoing process or action, or the person performing it, by interfering suddenly. Run. Verb. To run. Noun. Act or instance of running. Of moving rapidly using the feet. Verb. To move swiftly. Adjective. In a liquid state. Melted or molten. Burden. Noun. A heavy load. Verb. To encumber with a literal or figurative burden. See. Adverb. Abbreviation of circa. Rune. Noun. A letter. Or character. Belonging to the written language of various ancient Germanic peoples. Especially the Scandinavians and the Anglo-Saxons. Completes. Noun. A completed survey. Verb. To finish. To make done. To reach the end. Coins. Noun. Money. A piece of currency. Usually metallic and in the shape of a disc. But sometimes polygonal. Or with a hole in the middle. Verb. To make of a definite fineness. And convert into coins. As a mass of metal. Liner. Noun. Someone who fits a lining to something. Coup. Noun. A quick, brilliant, and highly successful act. Verb. To make a coup. Energy. Noun. The impetus behind all motion and all activity. Buried. Adjective. Placed in a grave at a burial. Verb. To ritualistically enter in a grave or tomb. Localized. Verb. To make local. To fix in, or assign to, a definite place. Adjective. Limited to a particular area. In a local vicinity only. Flavors. Verb. To add flavoring to something. Mastery. Noun. The position or authority of a master. Dominion. Command. Supremacy. Superiority. Ages. Noun. The whole duration of a being. Whether animal, plant, or other kind. Being alive. Verb. To cause to grow old. To impart the characteristics of age to. Noun. A long time. Civilizations. Noun. An organized culture encompassing many communities. Often on the scale of a nation or a people. A stage or system of social, political or technical development. Alleviate. Verb. To make less severe, as a pain or difficulty. Songs. Noun. A musical composition with lyrics for voice or voices, performed by singing. Ing. Noun. A meadow, especially a low meadow near a river, water meadow. Remembered. Verb. To reconstitute or reassemble that which has been dismembered. Verb. To recall from one's memory. To have an image in one's memory. Civilizations. Noun. An organized culture encompassing many communities. Often on the scale of a nation or a people. A stage or system of social, political or technical development. Flu. Noun. Influenza. Regional. Noun. An entity or event with scope limited to a single region. Adjective. Of, or pertaining to, a specific region or district. Cheering. Verb. To gladden. To make cheerful. Often with up. Noun. A cheer. Occasions. Noun. A favorable opportunity. A convenient or timely chance. Verb. To cause. To produce. To induce. Central. Adjective. Being in the center. Compiler. Noun. One who compiles. Disturbing. Verb. To confuse a quiet, constant state or a calm, continuous flow. In particular, thoughts, actions or liquids. Adjective. Causing distress or worry, upsetting or unsettling. Crowd. Noun. A group of people congregated or collected into a close body without order. Verb. To press forward. To advance by pushing. Collect. Verb. To gather together. Amass. Adjective. To be paid for by the recipient. As a telephone call or a shipment. Adverb. With payment due from the recipient. Animal. Noun. In scientific usage. A multicellular organism that is usually mobile. Whose cells are not encased in a rigid cell wall. Distinguishing it from plants and fungi. And which derives energy solely from the consumption of other organisms. Distinguishing it from plants. Bridge. Noun. A construction or natural feature that spans a divide. Verb. To be or make a bridge over something. Blows. Noun. A strong wind. Verb. To produce an air current. Noun. The act of striking or hitting. Noun. A mass or display of flowers. A yield. Verb. To blossom. To cause to bloom or blossom. Nightmare. Noun. A demon or monster. Thought to plague people while they slept and cause a feeling of suffocation and terror during sleep. Posts. Noun. A long dowel or plank protruding from the ground. A fence post. A light post. Verb. To hang. A notice. In a conspicuous manner for general review. Noun. Each of a series of men stationed at specific places along a post road. With responsibility for relaying letters and dispatches of the monarch. And later others. Along the route. Verb. To travel with relays of horses. To travel by post horses. Originally as a courier. Noun. An assigned station. A guard post. Verb. To enter. A name. On a list. As for service. Promotion. Etc. Noun. A post-mortem. Investigation of body's cause of death. Permits. Noun. An artifact or document rendering something allowed or legal. Verb. To allow something to happen. To give permission for. Scenes. Noun. The location of an event that attracts attention. Seat. Noun. Something to be sat upon. Verb. To put an object into a place where it will rest. To fix. To set firm. Attending. Verb. To set on fire. Kindle. Verb. To listen to. Something or someone. To pay attention to. Regard. Heed. Noun. A physician on the staff of a hospital, especially the principal one that supervises a patient's care. Adjective. That attend or attends. That is or are in attendance. Attendant. Response. Noun. A response. Verb. To say something in return. To answer. To reply. Climb. Noun. An act of climbing. Verb. To ascend. Rise. To go up. Roads. Noun. A way used for traveling between places. Originally one wide enough to allow foot passengers and horses to travel. Now. U.S. Usually one surfaced with asphalt or concrete and designed to accommodate many vehicles traveling in both directions. In the UK both senses are heard. A country road is the same as a country lane. Noun. Occasionally in the singular. A roadstead. Mosquito. Noun. A small flying insect of the family Culicidae, the females of which bite humans and animals and suck blood, leaving an itching bump on the skin, and sometimes carrying diseases like malaria and yellow fever. Verb. To fly close to the ground, seemingly without a course. Conjunctions. Noun. The act of joining, or condition of being joined. Roundabout. Noun. Australia and sometimes United States. A road junction at which traffic streams circularly around a central island. Adjective. Indirect. Circuitous. Or circumlocutionary. Allowance. Noun. Permission. Granting. Conceding. Or admitting. Verb. To put upon a fixed allowance. Especially of provisions and drink. Exactly. Adverb. Manner. Without approximation. Precisely. Interjection. Signifies agreement or recognition. Sofa. Noun. A raised area of a building's floor, usually covered with carpeting, used for sitting. Verb. To furnish with one or more sofas. Correspondent. Noun. Someone who or something which corresponds. Adjective. Corresponding. Suitable. Adapted. Congruous. Long. Noun. A long vowel. Verb. To take a long position in. Adjective. Having much distance from one terminating point on an object or an area to another terminating point. Usually applies to horizontal dimensions. See usage notes below. Front. Noun. The foremost side of something or the end that faces the direction it normally moves. Verb. To face. On. To be pointed in a given direction. Adjective. Located at or near the front. Magazine. Noun. A non-academic periodical publication. Generally consisting of sheets of paper folded in half and stapled at the fold. Newton. Noun. In the international system of units. The derived unit of force. The force required to accelerate a mass of 1 kilogram by 1 meter per second. Symbol. N. Must. Noun. Something that is mandatory or required. Verb. Modal auxiliary. Defective. To do with certainty. Indicates that the speaker is certain that the subject will have executed the predicate. Freight. Noun. Payment for transportation. Verb. To transport goods. Circumstances. Noun. That which attends, or relates to, or in some way affects a fact or event, an attendant thing or state of things. Login. Noun. A combination of a user's identification and password used to enter a computer, program, network, etc. Permits. Noun. An artifact or document rendering something allowed or legal. Verb. To allow something to happen. To give permission for. Heads. Noun. The part of the body of an animal or human which contains the brain, mouth and main sense organs. Noun. A pair of speakers worn over or in the ears so only the wearer can hear the sound. Noun. That part of older sailing ships forward of the forecastle and around the beak. Used by the crew as their lavatory. Still used as the word for toilets on a ship. Interjection. A shouted warning that something is falling from above. Mind your heads. Nightmare. Noun. A demon or monster, thought to plague people while they slept and cause a feeling of suffocation and terror during sleep. Minute. Noun. A unit of time equal to 60 seconds. 1/60th of an hour. Verb. Of an event. To write in a memo or the minutes of a meeting. Newton. Noun. In the international system of units. The derived unit of force. The force required to accelerate a mass of 1 kilogram by 1 meter per second per second. Symbol. N. Dear. Noun. A very kind, loving person. Verb. To endear. Adjective. High in price. Expensive. Adverb. Dearly. At a high price. Advertiser. Noun. One who advertises. It. Noun. One who is neither a he nor a she. A creature. A dehumanized being. Adjective. Most fashionable. Pronoun. The third-person singular personal pronoun that is normally used to refer to an inanimate object or abstract entity. Also often used to refer to animals. Appointment. Noun. The act of appointing a person to hold an office or to have a position of trust. Mayor. Noun. The chief executive of the municipal government of a city, borough, and see. Formerly usually appointed as a caretaker by European royal courts but now usually appointed or elected locally. Dear. Noun. A very kind, loving person. Verb. To endear. Adjective. High in price. Expensive. Adverb. Dearly. At a high price. Amplifier. Noun. Anything that amplifies, or makes something larger or more intense. Postponed. Verb. To delay or put off an event, appointment, etc. Adjective. Done later than originally planned. Delayed. Ambitious. Adjective. Of a person or their character. Having or showing ambition. Wanting a lot of power. Honor. Respect. Superiority. Or other distinction. Feed. Noun. Food given to, especially herbivorous, animals. Verb. Detransitive. To give, someone or something, food to eat. Generality. Noun. The quality of being general. Bumpers. Noun. Someone or something that bumps. Roles. Noun. A character or part played by a performer or actor. Noun. An ancient unit of quantity. 72 sheets of parchment. Interested. Verb. To engage the attention of. To awaken interest in. To excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Adjective. Having or showing interest. Restriction. Noun. The act of restricting, or the state of being restricted. Hold. Noun. A grasp or grip. Verb. To grasp or grip. Lying. Verb. To rest in a horizontal position on a surface. Verb. To give false information intentionally with intent to deceive. Noun. The act of one who lies, or keeps low to the ground. Presentation. Noun. The act of presenting, or something presented. Neighbor. Noun. A person living on adjacent or nearby land. A person situated adjacently or nearby. Anything. Of the same type of thing as the subject. In an adjacent or nearby position. Verb. To be adjacent to. Faith. Noun. A trust or confidence in the intentions or abilities of a person. Object. Or ideal from prior empirical evidence. Cart. Noun. A small, open, wheeled vehicle. Drawn or pushed by a person or animal. More often used for transporting goods than passengers. Verb. To carry goods. Clicking. Verb. To cause to make a click. To operate a switch, etc., so that it makes a click. Verb. To snatch. Noun. The sound or action of a click. Stepbrother. Noun. The son of one's stepparent who is not the son of either of one's biological parents. Rise. Verb. To move, or appear to move, physically upwards relative to the ground. Disembark. Verb. To remove from on board a vessel, to put on shore. Essential. Noun, a necessary ingredient. Adjective, necessary. Recommended. Verb, to bestow commendation on, to represent favorably, to suggest, endorse or encourage as an appropriate choice. Component. Noun, a smaller, self-contained part of a larger entity. Often refers to a manufactured object that is part of a larger device. Adjective, making up a larger whole. As a component word. Die. Verb, to stop living, to become dead, to undergo death. Mom. Noun, familiar, mother. Verb, to care in a motherly way. Mortgage. Noun, a special form of secured loan where the purpose of the loan must be specified to the lender. To purchase assets that must be fixed, not movable, property, such as a house or piece of farmland. The assets are registered as the legal property of the borrower, but the lender can seize them and dispose of them if they are not satisfied with the manner in which the repayment of the loan is conducted by the borrower. Once the loan is fully repaid, the lender loses this right of seizure and the assets are then deemed to be unencumbered. Verb, to borrow against a property. To obtain a loan for another purpose by giving away the right of seizure to the lender over a fixed property such as a house or piece of land. To pledge a property in order to get a loan. Banker. Noun, one who conducts the business of banking. One who, individually, or as a member of a company, keeps an establishment for the deposit or loan of money, or for traffic in money, bills of exchange, etc. Fireplace. Noun, an open hearth for holding a fire at the base of a chimney. Prawns. Noun, pornography. Noun, a crustacean of the suborder Dendrobranchiata. Verb, to fish for prawns. Maintain. Verb, to support someone, to back up or assist someone in an action. Federal. Noun, a law enforcement official of the FBI. A federal agent. Adjective, pertaining to a league or treaty. Derived from an agreement or covenant between parties, especially between nations. Complicated. Verb, to make complex. To modify so as to make something intricate or difficult. Adjective, difficult or convoluted. Pet. Noun, an animal kept as a companion. Verb, to stroke or fondle an animal. Adjective, favorite, cherished, the focus of one's, usually positive, attention. Introducing. Verb, of people, to cause someone to be acquainted with someone else. Phrase. Noun, a short written or spoken expression. Verb, to express an action, thought or idea by means of particular words. Improvement. Noun, the act of improving, advancement or growth, a bettering. Verb, to be under an obligation to give something back to someone or to perform some action for someone. Allocate. Verb, to set aside for a purpose. Gets. Noun, offspring. Verb, detransitive, to obtain, to acquire. Noun, a git. Lieutenant. Noun, the lowest junior commissioned officer rank. S. In many military forces, often Army and Marines. Adjective, a military grade that is junior to the grade the adjective modifies. Lieutenant colonel, lieutenant general, lieutenant commander. Shoes. Noun, a protective covering for the foot, with a bottom part composed of thick leather or plastic sole and often a thicker heel, and a softer upper part made of leather or synthetic material. Shoes generally do not extend above the ankle, as opposed to boots, which do. Verb, to put shoes on one's feet. Physical. Noun, physical examination. Adjective, of medicine. Spoilt. Verb, to strip someone who has been killed or defeated of their arms or armor. Adjective, having lost its original value. Orange. Noun, an evergreen tree of the genus Citrus such as Citrus sinensis. Verb, to color orange. Adjective. Having the color of the fruit of an orange tree. Yellow-red. Reddish-yellow. Rest. Noun. Of a person or animal. Relief from work or activity by sleeping. Sleep. Coaches. Noun. A wheeled vehicle, generally drawn by horsepower. Verb. To train. Encourages. Verb. To mentally support, to motivate, give courage, hope or spirit. Seeking. Verb. To try to find, to look for, to search for. Noun. The act of one who seeks. A search or quest to find something. Adjective. In combination. That seeks something specified. Men. Noun. An adult male human. Noun. Collective. The people, humanity. Glasses. Verb. To apply fiberglass to. Noun. An amorphous solid, often transparent substance made by melting sand with a mixture of soda, potash and lime. Verb. To fit with glass. To glaze. Noun. Spectacles. Frames bearing two lenses worn in front of the eyes. Moved. Verb. To change place or posture. To go, in any manner, from one place or position to another. Adjective. Emotionally affected, touched. Sizes. Noun. Obsolete outside dialectal. And a size. Verb. To adjust the size of. To make a certain size. Noun. A thin, weak glue used as primer for paper or canvas intended to be painted upon. Verb. To apply glue or other primer to a surface which is to be painted. Pressure. Noun. A pressing, a force applied to a surface. Verb. To encourage or heavily exert force or influence. Handicapped. Verb. To encumber with a handicap in any contest. Noun. A disabled person. Adjective. Having a handicap. Journey. Noun. A set amount of traveling. Seen as a single unit. A discrete trip. A voyage. Verb. To travel. To make a trip or voyage. Cooktop. Noun. An assembly of burners for cooking. Designed to fit onto a surface such as the top of a table. Seem. Verb. To appear. To look outwardly. To be perceived as. Ought. Noun. Property. Possession. Row. Noun. A line of objects, often regularly spaced, such as seats in a theater, vegetable plants in a garden, etc. Overnight. Noun. Items delivered or completed overnight. Verb. To stay overnight, to spend the night. Adjective. Occurring between dusk and dawn. Adverb. During or throughout the night, especially during the evening or night just past. Disgusts. Verb. To cause an intense dislike for something. Practices. Noun. Repetition of an activity to improve a skill. Verb. To repeat an activity as a way of improving one's skill in that activity. Protection. Noun. The process of keeping something or someone safe. Motivation. Noun. Willingness of action, especially in behavior. Columns. Noun. A solid upright structure designed usually to support a larger structure above it, such as a roof or horizontal beam, but sometimes for decoration. Cards. Noun. A playing card. Verb. To check IDs, especially against a minimum age requirement. Noun. Material with embedded short wire bristles. Verb. Ocean. Noun. One of the large bodies of water separating the continents. Lady. Noun. An aristocratic title for a woman, the wife of a lord and or a woman who holds the position in her own right. A title for a peeress, the wife of a peer or knight, and the daughters and daughters-in-law of certain peers. Noun. The mistress of a household. Baseball. Noun. A sport common in North America, the Caribbean, and Japan, in which the object is to strike a ball so that one of a 9-person team can run counterclockwise among 4 bases, resulting in the scoring of a run. The team with the most runs after termination of play, usually 9 innings, wins. Invincible. Noun. someone or something that cannot be defeated, destroyed or killed. Adjective, impossible to defeat, destroy or kill, too powerful to be defeated or overcome. Build. Noun, the physique of a human body, constitution or structure of a human body. Verb, to form something by combining materials or parts. Footsteps. Noun, the mark or impression left by a foot, a track. Dark. Adjective, having an absolute or, more often, relative lack of light. Drank. Noun, dextromethorphan. Verb, to consume, a liquid, through the mouth. Extremely. Adverb, degree, to an extreme degree. Sliced. Verb, to cut into slices. Adjective, that has been cut into slices. Imply. Verb, of a proposition, to have as a necessary consequence. Interfere. Verb, to get involved or involve oneself, causing disturbance. Advisor. Noun, one who offers advice. Manicurist. Noun, a person who performs manicures. Pine. Noun, any coniferous tree of the genus Pinus. Pronoun, the speaker or writer, referred to as the grammatical subject of a sentence. Noun, an instance of the interjection ah. Verb, to give a cry of ah. Interjection, an expression of relief, relaxation, comfort, confusion, understanding, wonder, awe, etc., according to uttered inflection. Interests. Noun, the price paid for obtaining, or price received for providing, money or goods in a credit transaction, calculated as a fraction of the amount or value of what was borrowed. Verb, to engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Noun, the persons interested in any particular business or cause. Taken collectively. Recipe. Noun, a formula for preparing or using a medicine. A prescription. Also, a medicine prepared from such instructions. Rot. Noun, the process of becoming rotten. Putrefaction. Verb, to suffer decomposition due to biological action, especially by fungi or bacteria. Call off. Verb, to recall, to cancel or call a halt to. Allocation. Noun, the process or procedure for allocating things, especially money or other resources. Maximum. Noun, the highest limit. Adjective, to the highest degree. Arrow. Noun, a projectile consisting of a shaft, a point and a tail with stabilizing fins that is shot from a bow. Verb, to move swiftly and directly, like an arrow. After. Adjective, later, second, of two, next, following, subsequent. Adverb, behind, later in time, following. Preposition, subsequently to, following in time, later than. Conjunction, signifies that the action of the clause it starts takes place before the action of the other clause. Nickel. Noun, a silvery elemental metal with an atomic number of 28 and symbol Ni. Verb, to plate with nickel. Regain. Verb, to get back, to recover possession of. Industrialist. Noun, a person involved in the ownership or management of an industrial enterprise. Nobody. Noun, someone who is not important or well-known. Pronoun, not any person. The logical negation of somebody. Financier. Noun, a person who, as a profession, profits from large financial transactions. Verb, to carry out financial transactions. To finance something. Fourth. Noun, not used in the plural. The person or thing in the fourth position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 4. Goals. Noun, a result that one is attempting to achieve. Verb, to score a goal. Sold. Verb, detransitive, to transfer goods or provide services in exchange for money. Decisions. Noun, the act of deciding. Verb, to defeat an opponent by a decision of the judges, rather than by a knockout. Published. Verb, to issue something, such as printed work, for distribution and or sale. Providers. Noun, one who, or that which, provides a service, commodity, or the means for subsistence. Autumn. Noun, traditionally the third of the 4 seasons. When deciduous trees lose their leaves. Typically regarded as being from September 24 to December 22 in parts of the Northern Hemisphere, and the months of March, April and May in the Southern Hemisphere. Adjective, of or relating to autumn. Autumnal. Attended. Verb, to set on fire. Kindle. Verb, to listen to something or someone, to pay attention to, regard, heed. Adjective, attending. Mineral. Noun, any naturally occurring inorganic material that has a more or less definite chemical composition and characteristic physical properties. Adjective, of, related to, or containing minerals.